So today I'm going to do something that I don't necessarily love to do, but it's definitely a challenge for sure. This is heights are not my thing.
They're my thing.
So we are on our way to the Via Ferrata.
Yeah.
Here we go. Just got doing the Via Ferrata, and it was awesome. Well, just got done doing the Via Ferrata, and if you know me, you know that heights really aren't my thing. And I do feel like as I've gotten older, though, I've kind of gotten over my fear of that, but today was definitely a real challenge for me. I don't like heights still, but going through this experience of doing the Via Ferrata and being high up off the ground and climbing and do all this sort of stuff, like that challenge for me helped me grow. And at the end of it, I absolutely loved it. And now it's like been a catalyst for me wanting to buy my own equipment, me wanting to come back in the wintertime and go ice climbing, all this sort of stuff. So this challenge has helped me grow. And I think that is the biggest thing that we all need to do in life, is continuously challenge ourselves and push ourselves to grow in order to be the best person that we can be. When you're in high school and when you're in college, it's easy to grow, and you may not be concentrating on that and thinking about that. The reason why it's easy to grow is because everything's new all the time. You know, if you're in high school, you have a new school year, or you have a new marking period, or you change classes and you have different friends. When you're in college, it's the same similar thing, you know, new semesters, new groups of people, new professors, new challenges, and it's easy to grow that way. But when you're done all that and you're out in the real world and you're working your job, life starts becoming monotonous over time. A lot of people tend to, you know, do the same thing every day. Go to work, come home, sit on the couch, watch TV, have dinner, go to bed, do it all over again, or go to work, come home, go do an activity for a couple hours, come home, watch TV, go to bed. So a lot of times the routine becomes monotonous, and a lot of people become stale. And I know that's happened to me before, especially when I was in my 20s. I became real stagnant and I wasn't growing anymore. And I'm going to share other videos on that later on down the road. But one of the ways that we can prevent this from happening is by challenging ourselves and doing new things that push us outside of our comfort zone. And anytime we do something new, anytime we do something that challenges ourselves, whether it's mentally or physically or spiritually, emotionally, whatever, it pushes us to keep growing. And when we grow, it projects us into new levels of who we are as a human being. And I want you to keep that in mind, especially if you're in high school or you're in college, or even if you're a grown adult. Keep this in mind and look for ways to continuously to challenge yourself, because through this challenge, it helps us grow and it helps us become better people. So I hope you have a great day. I love yous, and I'll talk to you soon.